Gonna do some reading. Gonna do some readings today. Hey. What's that?
Here.
Are they charged? That's better. Okay. Oh, there's Allie. All right. Come on. Okay. How y'all doing? Yes. Okay. Please read the description, you guys, so you know how this works. Okay. So let's see. Let me pull you up a little bit so you can see, or so I can see your questions because I can't really see them like this. Okay. Does Steven have any plans on being with me by asking my mother permission to be with me? Seems like it. Kind of seems that way, huh? Let me get my different decks here. What does he want with her? What are his intentions with her? Ex-Xena. What are Steven's intentions with ex-Xena? Okay, so something committed, yeah. I mean, something long-term, something that would be stable, you can guarantee. Yeah, so it's like, I think maybe there is something about the situation where somebody doesn't really know that there's a decision to be made, that they have like full power in that decision. Someone doesn't really realize that. You see this blindfold that she has on? And these two swords, so it's like she doesn't really realize like what's in her hands are swords. I mean, for all she knows, they could be cucumbers, so it's like, are they really all that effective, is what she's thinking. So, you know, there's somebody who has to like make a decision, but they're not really, they don't know that it's their decision to make, and maybe it's you, you know. And then here's the, again, wanting to build a foundation. So I feel like, you know, he's wanting something stable, and maybe you just aren't sure of that. You're thinking he doesn't, so you're thinking like you're waiting for him to make that move, or that, you know, to do that, and it's like he's really kind of waiting for you to make that decision. Is something like that. That's what I'm kind of feeling with this, because I think the two, him being so sure about wanting this, you know, stable connection, I feel like you're the one who doesn't really know that yet, so maybe you're not the one, or you're the one who doesn't know that you have to make that decision. You have yet to make that decision, and that's why this hasn't happened, or something like that. You know, it's like you don't realize that he's kind of waiting on you to make that decision. Yeah, maybe this is the first time you're hearing this, because you don't really know that yet. It's like, take that leap, you know? Take that risk. And when this comes to light, you want to move very quickly in that direction. Makes sense. See again. So let's see. What's the outcome of this situation? Do we see these two getting together? Are there any blockages standing in the way of that happening? Oh, wow. It's interesting that I would ask that right now, because Death and Four of Swords. So it seems like there is a blockage, we can say, because this isn't happening right away for some reason. And what's the reason? I'm gonna have to find that out. There is something standing in the way of this. So that's why it hasn't happened yet. And maybe it's you. I mean, I don't really think it would, with that gnarly of a blockage, I don't think it would really be you, because, I mean, it seems like you're wanting this for the most part. So let's figure out what this is about here. What's this blockage? What's this blockage? Getting in the way of this relationship? What's standing in the way of this relationship? Someone wants to go their own way. They care and they want stability, but there's something that is, you know, in their life that's toxic right now, and that could be an addiction, that can be, you know, like a negative, like an insecure attachment. This is standing in the way. This is Capricorn, but if it's not a Capricorn literally, then we're talking here about something unhealthy in their lives. I mean, this person has to go away for a while. So I don't see the Six of Swords. It's not showing any traveling or, you know, any kind of like leaving. But this would be the thing. It's not necessarily traveling or leaving where you guys are at, but it's like the mind and the soul and the, you know, your feelings. Basically, you're just. Oh, I see you, Stephanie. Thanks so much. I'll get right to you, okay? I'll get right to you, okay? So, so this is more of like the soul. This is more of like you need to just take a break. You need to just go and find yourself kind of thing. This could be you or him, but I feel like, you know, I feel like it's him. But if you're feeling this way, obviously then it could be you. But it could be both of you. But I mean, I feel like it's one or the other. Of course, it could, you know, whatever applies, but it's just showing basically the idea here is that somebody is having to kind of like take a break just because of their emotions. They're having to find themselves and what they really want. So they're going on this journey here, and they might not actually be leaving, but they're just going like on a soul level. So here, this person cares still, and they do want stability. But in order for them to get that stability, they need to get this out of their life. So I would recommend, if this is you, meditation, therapy, things like that. To get with your soul more. You know, people think that like they want to run away from these things, but it really makes it worse. You know, you kind of have to get in tune with yourself to be able to understand what you're actually going through and what you're actually feeling. And that's the best way to kind of cure that, you know, to kind of resolve that. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's kind of difficult, you know, to like sit there and like meditate, but it's like it feels better afterwards, you know, and soon it's going to feel even better. It's going to be like you don't need to do it as much as you just want to do it because you know it's good for you. So, I mean, work on that. Work on getting in touch with yourself more, Xena. And if this is the person that you're dealing with, then they should do the same thing. Of course, you can't make them do anything, but maybe if you could recommend that to them, like, hey, I'm doing this. It's kind of cool. Maybe you should do it too, kind of thing, you know? So I feel like there's something, you know, you guys will be together, but it's basically there's something standing in the way of this, and that is that somebody needs to get right with themselves on a soul level. So they haven't done that yet, and that's what's standing in the way. That's what's blocking this whole connection from happening. So, you know, it's just not the time, you know. But hopefully sooner than later, that will be able to happen. Okay, Stephanie. Okay. So you said, what's coming towards me? Will I make friends soon? Okay, what's coming towards me first? What is coming towards Stephanie? Let's see. I love that question too, because it's like, what is coming towards me? I don't know. Like you have no choice in the matter. No, but let's see if there's anything that you don't know that's coming towards you that you would be surprised to find out. Something good, something bad. What is this coming towards her? Something in the future here that we need to know about. Well, a new beginning. Or pregnancy, so be careful. But either way, that would be a new beginning too, right? That would be a new beginning too. So there is the birth of something. It doesn't have to mean pregnancy, but it oftentimes does. But if that can't happen, then obviously it doesn't mean that. But and even if it can, it doesn't mean that. Let's see what the other cards say and see if we can find out, okay, what this new beginning is. What is this new beginning here for Stephanie? Drastic change. Wow. Drastic change. Big change. For sure. So, and there's a give and take. Or maybe you're offering someone help, or who has helped you in the past, or maybe someone's offering you help who you have helped in the past. Something like that. Temperance. So yeah, this is going to add a lot of harmony and peace to your life. Also, this is Sagittarius, and this is Scorpio. Okay? So it could be a Sag, it could be a Scorpio involved. If not, though, this is just talking about there's drastic change, but it's a good thing. It's a really great thing. It's a transformation almost. It's drastic. You know, it's something big, but it's basically for your highest good. I mean, it's a transformation. So if you don't know what this is yet, I'd be very surprised. Maybe this is something that hasn't happened yet, but I feel like if it is happening now, you would know what I'm talking about. But if not, then obviously you wouldn't know. But this is what's coming towards you. Let's see if we can get any more information about this Empress here. Tell me about this Empress, this new beginning for her. What is it involving? What's this big... Okay. Okay, so you're going to have to make a decision here. And I feel like you don't really know that yet. Like, you don't really see it in that way. You don't really feel like it's your decision to make. You don't feel like you have much say in the matter, but you have all of the say in the matter. That's what I want you to know. You have all of the say in the matter. This is your life, so you kind of have to make that decision on your own. But you don't know that because you have this blindfold on. You don't know that it's your decision to make right now. You think that that you really have no choice in the matter, but you have every choice in the matter, okay? I want you to know that. Yeah, you're feeling stuck here. You're feeling stuck. Trapped. Maybe, like your hands are tied, you have no other choice. But you do have a choice, okay? Because it's just mental energy. So it's just in her head. She can walk away at any time. You just don't know that because you think that you're stuck. You don't know that you have a choice. That's the thing that this keeps coming up. This is what keeps coming up. You don't know. See the blindfolds and the swords and, she's in a situation here. But the thing that's cool about these cards is that it's really just in your head. It's really just, you think that it's that way, but it really isn't that way. So that's why that's cool that the Fool's here, because it's saying take a leap, take a risk, take a jump. You never know where you might fall or land, whatever. But your dog there is trying to tell you to not take a leap. But I think it would be a good idea to do so just because you need this right now. You haven't done anything exciting in a long time. It's time for you to embrace change instead of try to resist it, okay? It's going to be something good. But the thing about this is that you don't really know that yet. You don't really see it that way. Like when these changes start to happen, I feel like you're going to kind of resist them and you're going to feel like, fuck, I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't know. You don't know that you have all the control. Not that you can control everything that happens in your life, but you can control how you, how you take it and how, it is for you, basically. So you want to look at it in a positive way instead of negative. And then things will be more positive. If you look at it like, oh, change, I hate change and it's going to suck, well, then you're going to think it's going to suck, but I think it's really going to be positive for you. The Empress is not negative. It's a good thing. With this transformation, with the Death card here, though, I feel like you might start to think that, it is negative just because it's a big change, huge. Well, yeah, I mean, it's transformation, so there's definitely, in some way, it's going to be a big thing for you. But, and very different. But it's going to be for the better. I think part of this, too, is trying to get you to realize that you do have more control than you think you have. That you need to kind of step into that power and basically own your life. Say, I'm going to do this, and this is why, this is what I want, this is where I'm going to go, this is what I'm trying to achieve. And then go for that. Don't just be so willing to just let life happen to you, because it's not really what life's about. It's kind of like you make life happen, okay? So try to remember those things. With all that being said, 10 of Cups, most cups you can get. Happiest you can be. So, good for you. If you follow that advice. Try to realize that you do have more of a choice than you think, in every matter of your life. Some things, of course, that we cannot control. There's a hurricane, we cannot control that. but, you know, we can control how we go about that hurricane, how we take it, how we respond to it, and how we allow it to affect us. Okay? So this is a good thing for you. Now, you said the second question was, will I make friends soon? Will you make friends soon? Let's see. Tell me about her social life. Libra card, Justice. Things will be fair, things will be balanced. You know, like we said before with that other card, showing that you're going to be lending a hand, or somebody's going to be lending a hand to you. That could be, you know, you making friends, like doing things for people, them doing it for you. That's kind of how you start making friends, or something to that effect. Of course, here with Justice, it kind of makes me feel even more like this is something you're balancing out. So it's like a give and a take. It's not just a give, it's not just a take. It's balancing those things out with people, and that's how you make friends, okay? Again, 8 of Swords. So you're feeling stuck as fuck. I just want you to know that this is all in your head. Like this, you might feel like you can't control your situation right now, which might be true, okay? But the thing about it is that she is basically, all these swords right here, they're really just standing there, sticking in the ground. They're not really moving. So it's not like it's not like she's actually being held there physically. You know, she just thinks that she is, because she has that blindfold on and her hands are tied. So she feels like she's stuck. She thinks she's stuck because she can't see that she's not. You know, her ankles aren't tied. Her ankles aren't tied. So she can literally just walk away at any time. And that's what she doesn't realize because of that blindfold. So let me be the first to take that blindfold off and let you know you're not stuck. Yeah, there you go. You just gotta keep trying. You know, have patience with yourself. Have compassion for yourself, as they say. You know, don't judge your feelings. Tell me about her social life, please. Very soon. Okay? Alright. So this is you waiting for more information. I feel like this kind of makes more sense even as at the last part here of these cards. You know, you're waiting for information. You're waiting to be enlightened, basically. See the sun around or the light around his head? He wants to know how he can make the next decision. So he's basically waiting for someone else or something else to kind of show him or give him enough information to where he feels like he has enough information to move forward. So here what we have is very soon here, you might feel left out in the cold. You might kind of feel neglected, but that's going to work in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so that's going to end up being a good thing for you. And why is that going to be a good thing? Well, it's going to motivate you to take more action. You know, and what direction you're going to take that action is kind of, you know, either there's a Capricorn involved in this, or it's talking here about the devil. So you could actually be motivated to go to something that's kind of unhealthy for you, kind of negative, kind of a bad habit or a toxic behavior or a toxic person, maybe even, or an addiction or something like that. But I just want you to know you do have a choice still. The Two of Wands is saying you have a choice in this, and you will have to make a very deliberate decision. So I keep covering my face because it's trying to like focus on me, and I don't need that right now. I need you to focus on the cards. So this Two of Wands here is amazing to get right here. It's a really great thing to get right here because basically it's showing this. Here, let me show you how it plays out. This is how I see it. This kind of thing, and again, if you change your attitude, then you can really go a long way with this. Like this whole thing, you feeling left out in the cold, and this is going to work in your favor because it's going to motivate you. But what it's going to motivate you to do might at first be to go in a direction that's kind of, you know, toxic for you or unhealthy for you in some manner or way. The thing is, though, you do have a choice, and that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to depend on. It's going to be at this point when you're at this summit or at this, you know, mountain, just looking over the hill and just thinking, like, what am I going to do? And this card isn't even about thinking either. It's like you've already done the thinking. This card's about actually doing it and taking that action. So, but you do have a choice in this matter. It's not just like you have to go to this negative thing. If you start to take in what I've said and start to be more positive and start to actually embrace this change, I feel like this could be a really good thing for you. This could be something that you don't have to feel stuck on. You know, this card has come out twice, so it's really important. It keeps coming up. It's, you know, you feel very, very stuck right now. I just want you to know that you're never stuck, like you always have a choice. And that's what this is here for to say. As at the end of this, even if you're going to try to go in this negative direction because, you feel left out, you feel kind of like something isn't happening for you or you're being neglected, that's going to work out in your favor because basically you're going to have motivation. You might have this option to go towards something negative, but I want to urge you and encourage you not to do that. Just try to think of, I have a choice. I don't have to go in this direction. Just stay positive. Just keep on the right track. Just focus on what I'm trying to do. Everything's good. I will be fine. Basically you just have to kind of get yourself in that space. Meditation's good for that, like I said before, but let's see anything about friends coming through. So it seems kind of like at first on this new journey, on this new thing in your life, you might have some trouble making some friends, or you might feel left out by some people. Maybe it's someone else, like maybe it's your family or some old friends or something that you feel kind of left out and neglected by. Or you just don't feel like you're being accepted readily like you would like to be, like anyone would want to be. But the thing is, it's going to be okay. Like, honestly, it'll take a couple weeks, it'll take maybe a couple months for you to really settle in. But the thing is, you just got to stay on the right track. Just don't let this ruin everything for you. Don't let it send you down that road. Because, once you're down that negative road, it's hard to come back. So the thing is, you just have to stay strong. You have to be patient. Keep your mind focused. You have a choice in this, Join some support groups, or not even support groups, but just join some, projects that, here where I live, they have, different places that, you join. And you can go and, participate in things, all the time, every single day they have a class. So it's, cool. It's just, fun little things, laugh yoga. It's, weird shit, but, it's fun. It's cool. And that's how you can get connected to people in your community, too. So let's see anything about friends coming through. It's okay. You're stupid. Alright, so let's see anything about friends coming through. Again, we get up. Okay. So, I feel like you are going to meet somebody who's going to change your life, the experience with them, but in a good way. First of all, though, you have to realize this, okay? This is the most important thing of your reading, is that you have a choice in every manner that you're going through, okay? In everything that you're doing in your life, you have a choice, and I want you to remember that before you make every decision, is that I have a choice. Put boundaries down if you need to. Say what you need to say what's on your mind, do what you need to do for yourself. Remember that you do have a choice, and it is a choice to listen to someone else and to let somebody else affect you. That is a choice too. So you have that choice, you have that option, and I want you to make sure that you're actually realizing that with the things that you're doing, that you're never stuck. You kind of have to, even if you feel stuck, which you obviously do, because that's what the Eight of Swords is, it's really just in your mind. So, not to say that it's not really feeling real. To you, it feels very real because that's your reality. And I don't want to invalidate that and say that's not what it is. But really what that card means is it's just all in your head. You can really overcome this, but you have to know that first. You have to, our thoughts control our emotions. People tend to think that it's the other way around. It's not. So, but here, this is another thing. The give and the take, like I said, this is going to be important. You're going to meet somebody that you're going to probably be giving a helping hand to, and or they could be starting off giving you the helping hand. But basically, this is a thing you're going to be, be more open, be more giving, be caring, be kind to people, be sharing with people, be open to meeting people and sharing with them and experiencing life with them, because that's going to help you open up and meet more people. It could be somebody that you would never think would be your friend, anything, just anyone. Just be willing to be hey, do you need help with that? Or maybe they'll do that to you. In some way, just be open to people. This is how you're going to meet your friends, okay? And it could be in a support group or one of those projects with the community or whatever, how they have those classes. Check out if you have anything like that where you're at. The Tower is telling me that there's going to be a big, drastic change, more than the Death card. It would be something that you haven't changed yourself, something you've kind of needed to change yourself, but you haven't. So now it's going to change for you. That's what the Tower's there for, is to say, I'm going to come through and I'm going to make sure everything kind of happens because you're not doing it yourself. There's changes you need to have made, but you didn't make by this time. You can always change that now. You can start making these changes now. And you would know what these changes are, very quickly. You're going to have to do that. if you want that to, you know, actually happen. But basically here, you can make this change. It's just here it's saying basically, like, from what we're seeing now, you didn't make the change. So that's the reason the tower's there, is because it's going, okay, look, I'm going to come through and make these changes now since you're not making them for yourself. But it's okay. It's always for your highest good. It's always meant to happen. I feel like you're going to meet somebody who's going to change your life, but I feel like it's going to be a good thing because of the Seven of Pentacles there, or the Six of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Because of the Six of Pentacles there, how you're giving to somebody or they're giving to you, you want to have that be equal. So try to be open and giving to others, you know, try to put yourself out there in that way. Like, be safe, but try to just be open, you know, more and giving more and be willing to lend a hand more. And that's how you're going to meet your friends, okay? Stephanie. Isabella. Hi, I'm a new sub. Hi, thank you. Who is coming in my love life? I'm Libra. My ex is Taurus. Thanks. Okay. Who is coming in your love life? Okay, let's see if there's anybody. Who is coming in her love life? Isabella? Isabella or Isabel? Isabella. Who's coming in Isabella's love life? What do we need to know about Isabella's love life, please? Can you feed Buzz? He's eating trash. Buzz. Buzz. What's coming in Isabella's love life? Who's coming in Isabella's love life? Okay. Definitely have a supportive person coming. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Here. Buzz. Victor? Thank you. Okay, you might jump into something really quick without thinking much about it here, so be careful with that. This is the Page of Wands. It's basically saying hasty decision making, like not thinking things through. And of course, maybe regretting that later, even though that's not really said there. It's kind of like, it could happen, okay? So like, that's what hasty decision making does, is sometimes it makes it so we regret things. But you might not. It might be a happy mistake. Okay, but let's see. Could be somebody supportive, though. You're definitely going to have some support here, but the thing is, or a nurturing energy, I mean. But it could be too soon that you're going to jump into this. Okay, I think you meet this person. This person's probably very intelligent. It's a person that you kind of connect with on a mental level first. And that's why it's too soon. So, also, this could be talking about a third party possibly involved with this person. Because of the Three of Pentacles here. So it's like you could be doing a project with the person. You could be doing something where you meet, like, you're with this person, or you jump in with this person too soon, and then there's another person involved hanging around you guys, and you guys are all kind of hanging out and exchanging ideas for this project or for whatever it is, this mental kind of connection you guys have, and then you find out that they're dating or something. Because here with the Ten of Swords, someone's being betrayed here, and that's probably why your betrayal of trust, you know. So this Three of Pentacles all of a sudden kind of looks like a third party. Now, it doesn't have to be a third party, but it's just basically saying you're jumping into something way too soon. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And so you're jumping into this way too soon, and then you do realize soon enough that this was a bad decision. So I would say that anybody that is coming into your life now, just be careful, any water signs, you know, because this could end up being something that you regret getting into so soon. I mean, who knows? Maybe later on down the line, if you wait a little while, maybe they won't be with that person anymore. Maybe they'll be more ready to just focus on you, and it won't be a Ten of Swords moment. You can, you know, put a stop to this. Anyone that comes into your life now, I would say right now it's best to think things through for a while before you get involved with anybody, because whoever this person is, it's not looking like it's ending well. So, I mean, I feel like anybody that you try to jump into, jump in with really quickly. Not going to end very well. So just don't jump in too quickly with anyone right now. Definitely not. Definitely, probably be single right now is the best thing for you. Who's coming towards me in love in a few months? Okay. Oh, sorry. Who's coming towards me in love in a few months? Who's coming towards Robona? Who or what? What's coming towards me in love? If you guys want to make sure you get a reading too, you can donate. Of course, you don't have to, but just to make sure that I get you, if you feel like, you know, if you've been here a while and you're not getting chosen. I'm just choosing it random, so I'm not trying to choose favorites or anything. It's just kind of who I see, like, next when I'm ready to look for a question. Thank you guys for coming too. Can you please like this video when you get a chance? If you get a chance, it just takes a second to just like this video, so please go ahead and do that for me. Really appreciate that. Oh, wow. There is a connection coming up here in a few months. Not just any connection, a Two of Cups connection, Shabona. Wow. Two of Cups. So you guys see eye to eye. It's very connected. You feel like this person is very, very much like yourself. You guys have similar, you know, values, likes, dislikes, things like that. You guys just connect very well. So let's see what else is happening with this. Okay, to me it seems karmic because of the Justice card here. That can represent this is something that was meant to happen after something else, you know, cause and effect kind of thing. Not to say you deserve it or anything, but it's just, it could even be past life kind of karmic shit, but if you don't believe in that, that probably sounds like mumbo jumbo to you. But here with the Ten of Swords and the Justice card, I feel like this is something that's meant to happen. And, but it's something that feels very connected at first. It could be with the Libra, it doesn't have to be though. To me, I feel like the Justice card here is more saying that it's this thing that is supposed to balance things out, or it's supposed to happen like that for a reason. So let's see if we can figure out what this reason is, because that probably sounds like bullshit to you. You'd be like, I'm supposed to be fucked over? Like, what? But again, karmic lessons. So there's things you're supposed to know and learn from this. Experience, just like every experience, but this one most definitely. For sure. More than others. There's a Five of Swords energy person here. One that's trying to win at all costs, not really trying to be fair here, and that's might be shocking for you to realize that there's actually people out there who are like that, but here they are, right up in your face. So let's see anything else about this person we need to know, or about this experience we need to know. Okay. So you're trying to make things happen, you're trying to manifest things, and that could be the trouble here, is that you're trying to manifest things and trying to make things happen with a person who is really not good for you. You would have known that too, probably before you start really hard to try to make this work. Because with the Magician here, I feel like this is your energy trying really hard to kind of keep things going. Doing whatever maneuver you have to pull, or like any like magic trick you have to pull to get this person to work with you, you know what I mean? And they're just not working with you. So it's like you're trying to do whatever you can to get this to work. And this is really not a person you want to make things work with. But they may be very good at making you feel that way. Obviously, they're sneaky, and but they're sneaking off, and they're going to be walking away. And that's the thing that they weren't really straightforward about. And so obviously it feels shitty. And they could be walking away and coming right back just to fight with you, just to argue with you, and just to cause problems. So the thing here is, but you could be trying really hard to make this work with them, trying to manifest something with them. But you're not realizing that this person really isn't good for you at all. This person is really no good for anybody. I mean, they're just not that kind of person who really, it's almost like antisocial. It's like they don't get along, they don't play well with others, I should say. Because with the Five of Swords, it's not. They don't play well with others. They really just want to win. They just want to get what they can get out of people. They just are kind of like this nasty character. But you're trying really hard to manifest something with them. So just, there would be signs of this. I mean, I know this person's sneaky, and they're sneaking, they're doing stuff under your nose. So you might not know, but there will be red flags. You will know, but you won't know for sure. You know what I mean? Like, there will be signs, but you won't know for sure. So keep your eyes open. This might be a thing where you're going to have to realize this, after it already hurts you so much and screws with you. That's when you're going to realize, like, why it was meant to happen, because you have to realize how to, keep yourself protected from people like that. Yeah. So this is what they're walking away to. Could be another person. And you're going to need to heal from this. But again, I feel like you're going to try to make this work time and time again with the person because of that Two of Cups in the beginning. It felt like it was really something. When I first saw that Two of Cups, I thought like of mirroring. Mirroring is a thing that some people do when they're trying to act like you guys have everything in common and that you guys have like the same life story, basically. Like they agree with everything you're saying. They want the same things as you. And it feels very much like they're like exactly like you almost. Like you guys want the same things. But then you find out that they're really not a person that you're supposed to be with. So, I mean, be careful with that. It might hurt. That might be a life lesson right there. Lean on your friends during this time. Don't do this alone. Even if it feels shameful, even if it feels like embarrassing, you're going to want your friend, because they're going to understand. Like, if they don't understand, they'll be there for you with this, or they'll be there with you through this. So don't do this by yourself. I know that's really negative, but it's really actually meant to be that way so that you can know how to deal with situations like that. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. It's really something that's meant to kind of happen. So just try to keep your head up. I mean, I would say you can probably avoid it if you would notice these things, but that's the thing. You don't know about these things yet, so how would you know until you know? You know what I mean? So you might have to just go through it. It's not going to be forever, though. Sorry about that. You got a view of back there. All right. Can I have a general reading, Nicole? Yes. Nicole, here you go. Oh, okay. Right on, Jamie. Yeah, I'll go ahead and look at that. Okay, so Nicole, general. General for Nicole here. What do we need to know? Very soon something's happening. Strength. It's going to involve strength. It could be about something from the past, or it could be involving, something that's hard to kind of let go of, I would say, for sure, because that's why the strength card's here. So very soon you're going to need to lean on these strengths. This is you trying to move forward into the future and also being kind of stuck here in the past defensively. Let me see what else we can get from this. Give me the strengths cards. Yeah, because there's going to be an ending or a change. And you're going to be self-sufficient, but it's going to be disappointing still. Probably because it's a bit lonely for you, or it's not ending the way you wanted it to. But the thing is, you're still able to take care of yourself. So it's not like something that's bringing you down completely. It's just not something that you really wanted it to be. It's disappointing in some way. You're looking at the negative, though, and there is still positive here. So you're looking at these 3 cups that are knocked down right here. You're not looking at the 2 cups that are still standing. So that's what I want you to focus on, is there's still positive in this situation. You're just not seeing that. And you're feeling stuck, too. So it's like you're feeling like you're in a situation, you're in a position here that you really can't get out of. But you can get out of it. Sometimes we just have to go through things for a little while. It's not like you're stuck there. But it could feel like that because it's not the ideal thing that you'd wanted, right? It's something that it didn't end the way you wanted it to, or it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, whatever it is. So basically you're feeling like you're stuck, you're feeling like you are very disappointed in that, but really it's kind of a mindset thing, you know? Again, got this twice now. So yeah, you're definitely self-sufficient through this. You're self-sufficient. You have enough to take care of yourself, and you also have that ability to lend a hand to others. So don't close yourself off, you know? Be open still, if you can, is best you can. And this is taking action. You'll have an opportunity to take action, to be more motivated, to get things done. So maybe this will motivate you in some way. I mean, I think the only problem here is that basically you're looking at the negative and you're not really focused on the positive. I mean, there are positives here. It's just you don't know, you're not focused on those. You're focused on it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, or it's not ending the way that I'd like it to, or it's not turning out how I want it to. So basically it's, you know, you're feeling like it's not what you wanted. You feel disappointed in that. But that's the only thing that's kind of holding you back from experiencing happiness in this. Okay, but you're going to be more motivated. So I want you to try to focus on the good and you know, take action towards the good instead of the negative, or instead of trying to focus on the past. You should be focusing on the future and what positive things can come into your life, okay? Yeah, you might need to go on a soul searching mission. This is a solo mission. So this is on your own. You know, but this on your own is talking about your own discovery of yourself, you know? This is talking about, like, your own soul journey. So basically that's only something you can do yourself. You don't have to be alone doing it, but I mean, when you're doing, it's kind of like a hermit mode type thing, where you're, like, getting right with yourself and figuring out, like, what you really want and what you really need. Another thing about the 8 of Cups is, you know, you could be looking outside of yourself to try to figure out what it is you need. And that could end badly because, of course, that's going to be a lifelong search. You can't find it outside of yourself. You can only find it inside yourself. So all of those things, what's really cool is all of those things we look for outside of ourselves are things that we actually already have inside. We just don't realize that, and we don't know how to tap into that. So you have to, like, meditate or do something to get right with your emotions. You know, you have to center yourself. All of us, all day, you know, a lot of us, we're running around and we're in our minds, and that's not where it's at, because our thoughts are the things that start our emotion, like it starts at our thoughts. So if you can change your thoughts into more positive thoughts, Chip, you're crazy, then you can control your emotions too. You can't control your emotions once you have them, but you can, your thoughts will change everything, and what you focus on and what matters to you. So let's get a chakra wisdom oracle for you, Destiny. I'm sorry, Nicole. I'm sorry. Nicole, sorry about that, Destiny. And Nicole. I don't know why I said Destiny. I think I saw Destiny and I was just like thinking. Sorry about that. Okay, this is for Nicole still. This is for Nicole still, okay? Let's get a chakra wisdom oracle for Nicole. Guilt. I just wanted you to look at that really quick. It's usually not what you think, okay? So let's just look into this really quick. And then we'll move on to Jamie, okay? So it's an orange chakra. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, okay. Alright. Orange cards at a glance. Guilt. Saint Apricot. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. Didn't we get that at first? That it was something being strong about something that it's hard for you to get over? Yeah. The power to change... Oh, I'm sorry. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. Wow. Okay, that's resonating for sure. Okay, guilt. I am sorry, but I have to take care of myself. See, that's you with the Eight of Cups there, going in to find yourself first. That's what that is. So the legend. Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers and she did all the work, while the so-called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her excess, not from her reserve. So it's like only when she can give, will she give. Not when she can't really be giving, but she just does it anyway. She's not going to do that anymore, okay? Again, having boundaries. So, inspiration. Do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked, okay? Personal inquiry. This is for you to ask yourself. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Key ideas are self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. Keywords are awareness, awakening, and release. Your meditation here says, imagine chains holding you down. As you relax, the links weaken one by one. See and hear each one fall to the ground. With each thud, see a chunk of fear or guilt fall away. When you are free, get up and walk into a glowing apricot light. What happens then? You should journal about that and see what comes to your mind and write about it. That's kind of what these are for, I feel like. It's just focusing on my thumb, that's why. It's because it's trying to focus on me, so it's not really showing you. I don't know. If you can't see that, though, that was Guilt, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. You can probably look it up online. It will probably have the passage there. If you wanted to read that, what I just read to you. And it's Guilt, okay? But that's very cool. I like that. That resonated for sure with what we were reading for you. Okay. Hi, Jennifer Kelly. Okay. So, Jamie, what are MQ's current feelings and intentions towards me? Is there a chance for a relationship with him? Are those both, I'm sorry, never mind. One question, forgot. I thought you had said two, but no, it was one, I think. Okay, so let's see. What are MQ's current feelings and intentions, and is there a chance for a relationship? Okay. First of all, let's get feelings and intentions. Hey, you guys. Hey. What's going on? How are you guys today? How are you guys feeling? Are you guys good today? What are your emotions today? Oh. All right. Okay. You gotta use your better judgment on this one, obviously. This kind of, to me, indicates that somebody's trying to get what they want out of a situation. Although it could mean, you know, you're getting what you want out of a situation, but it could also mean greed. So it could be, and since the judgment card's here, I feel like this is kind of even more talking about, like, you need to, like, make sure that the person, well, that you're getting your equal share of whatever they're getting. Not that it's always so, like, technical like that, but I mean, just, you know, make sure you're getting your needs met too, you know, and it's not just them. Because that's definitely what they're concerned with, is getting what they want out of it. So it's like, you got to make sure that you're getting your equal share, or like basically that you're feeling the same, that you're getting what you want to. And not just in a weird way like that, like, it's not a selfish thing. What I'm saying is this person might be trying to get what they want to get, but they're not really thinking about you as much. So that's why the judgment card is here, because it's saying use that judgment of yours, okay? Don't forget that you have that thing, that brain to judge things. And if you feel like it's appropriate for you or not. So, yeah, the Devil card's here. So this could be like talking about you. Also, the Nine of Pentacles is here. So it's kind of saying like you have the ability to take care of yourself. But the Devil card here could be trying to like suck you dry, or could be trying to like make you spend it on things that aren't good for you, or maybe people that aren't good for you. This person could be a Capricorn. I would say that this isn't a toxic thing. I don't think it's a good idea for you to waste all your time and energy on this person. You should kind of let them do that first. You should let them show you why it would be a good idea to be with them, instead of just like being with them because you think they want to be with you. You know, give them, like, what's the reason to give them a chance? Not that you're all on your high horse or something, but it's just like, you know, just because somebody wants to be with you, it doesn't mean that that it's a good idea. But let's see. What do we need to know about this relationship? Pick a deck for me. One, two, or three. 1, 2, or 3. The first one that comes to your mind. Don't think about it too much. Don't second guess yourself. Hi, Zara. Three. Is he an Aries? or it's between him and another Aries or something like that. Girl, this is not... You might have to go through it, though. I just see that this is an up and down thing to where you're feeling like this person's good, you're wanting to take care of them, but they're kind of leaving and coming back. They're offering you something. They might offer you something, but the thing is, like, I see them possibly getting you pregnant. If not, it could just be talking about a new beginning between you guys, but what it is like this new beginning and then they leave, and then this new beginning and then they leave. And then you feel like, okay, this is like a good thing, but you're not seeing things clearly. So that's why the Judgment card was there, because it's saying you need to use your better judgment. You need to keep using your better judgment throughout this relationship, because it's going to come up time and time again that this is something for you to look at. You know, I think you're weighing your options right now, but you need to keep doing that, because there could be an Aries person that's better for you. There could be a person, even if they're not an Aries, it could be a person who's just like has a leadership role, or who has like a presence, you know, they stand in their own power and they're just very authoritative, but not like controlling, just like very confident and sure of themselves, and they take care of their responsibilities. Okay, that's what I mean. Like they're responsible and they handle their shit. They're not like a user, they're not dependent on people, they're not going to use you. This person is way more your style. Or better for you, I should say. There is somebody else. I feel like you're kind of like weighing your options. This happens in all my relationships. Okay, so that's the thing. If it's a pattern, then you have to recognize that. Use your better judgment, remember? So you're saying that right now. I want you to remember that in your next relationship. You have to start thinking about how you can put a change to that. Really, it's not that you keep attracting the same kinds of people. I mean, it is, but it's also you. It's also that you're allowing these things to happen and these people into your life. If this is a pattern, that means it's you. I mean, not that it's your fault, but it is something in you that you have to look at and that you have to, like, change if you don't want that to keep happening. Or you have to make whole, you have to make right, you have to get in touch with, you know. Because this is something that you're looking for in other people. Maybe you feel guilt about, like, you need to take care of people. Like, maybe you had to take care of people a lot growing up. So now that's the comfortable position for you in a relationship, is, like, taking care of people and not getting taken care of. But that's not going to lead you to getting your needs met either. So you have to use your better judgment. And right now you're already using it. So that's what I want you to remember next time you're in a relationship. And right now even, you should be doing this work. So that next time you're in a relationship, you don't have to go through this again, you know? Like, you can actually understand what it is about yourself. Everything that you feel like you look for in another person, what are those things? Like, what are those things that you... And if you have any exes that you miss or anything like that, think about that. Why do you miss them? What did they give you that you are looking for still? That you felt like they gave to you? Because we can give ourselves all of these things, okay? That's the thing, is that we can give ourselves all the things we're looking for in other people that we didn't get growing up, or whatever it is, you know, whatever reason we have for looking for it, we can give it to ourselves. But it's important for you to think about, what are those things that I'm looking for, and then journal about these things. I can't know how I feel unless I'm journaling. So you should try that, because you might kind of be in your head kind of like running in circles, and you're not really sure, you're not coming up with any conclusions, you're just running around. So it's good to get this shit on paper and kind of understand, oh, okay, and then resolve it with yourself, so you don't have it in your head anymore. So you don't go crazy with it anymore, you know? Just write it out, get it out, and then you probably answer a lot of your own questions and solve a lot of your own problems just by writing to yourself. Okay. I don't know. That works for me. You should try that. That's what I would say you should try. But yeah, figure out what these things are that you're looking for, because that's going to be important. You said this is a pattern for you. That is insight. That's a good thing that you've discovered that. Because it's actually good that you know that. Because if you didn't know that, if you're not realizing that, or you're denying that, that would hold you back. That would set you back even further. But since you're here going, yeah, this happens in all my relationships, just recognize that this is a pattern then. And you have to figure out why that's happening. But you can. Since you're able to introspect, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, and it's a strength. Because what you can do when you can introspect is you can figure yourself out, and you don't have to be like, oh, it's everyone else's fault, I'm never going to change, I'm always going to have the same life because it's everyone else's fault. No. You're going to realize, what can I do about this? What do I need? What am I looking for? And how can I give that to myself? Okay. I will do your question right now, Jennifer, okay? Hi, Fantasy. I look like a dork, but this helps with me seeing the screen for a longer period of time and not getting like a headache. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do this really quick. Excuse me for just a sec. While I get you up here. That's better, I think, right? Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I'm so sorry about that. Let's get back to it, shall we? Just had to make sure everything was going well. Was looking right. Crap. Okay. So let's see. Might help more if I stand. Okay, wait. Where's Jennifer? What was your question? Can I have some clarification about this actual situation in love? What or why is this happening? Is that the question? A situation you're going through, you're wanting more clarity on it, right? Okay. So let's look into this. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's look into this. Alright. Okay. See a little kitten back there? So what is this situation? You're waiting for something. You've been waiting a while, or you are now waiting for something. And you're waiting patiently. It's not like you're being impatient. It's been a while, and you're still waiting. So I feel like, you know, you've been waiting a long time. And sometimes with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like telling people, like, is it worth the wait? Like, you've been waiting a long time, but are you going to wait your whole life for something? Like, don't wait around for things. Like, people should know how they feel. They should know what they want to do. You care a lot about this, obviously. What does she need to know about this? Okay. Okay. Five of Swords, Six of Wands, Temperance, Five of Swords. Six of Wands, Temperance, Five of Swords. So here we're talking about, like, first of all, the Five of Swords. We have a person who is trying to win at all costs. And that looks like that's what they're doing. They're getting recognition for this in this situation. It could be that they're trying to get attention, or maybe you bring them, you make them look good or something like that. Because here, and this is Sag. Doesn't have to be, okay? It could also be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this is a Sag card, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be a Sag. It's just, I'm just letting you know what the signs are here. So here we're talking about, you know, it could be that this person's trying to act, like they're trying to bring peace and harmony to their life and get attention for it. from you, but this person is really just trying to win at all costs, and they will probably throw you under the bus if they need to. Like, if they feel like you're not helping anymore, they will go ahead and just do what they need to do to make sure you're out of the equation. Overall, the person's really not a good energy to have around. This could be like a fighting energy, an energy where it's like a person is going to fight anyone no matter what their size. Like, again, it's just a person who wants to exert their power over others and wants to win at all costs. Doesn't matter what the costs are. Like, doesn't matter. And so it's really not a good energy to have around you. So, I mean, I would say that this person's really trying to, you're waiting around for this person to maybe, like, care or show they care, or maybe in the beginning they showed they cared, or they're, like, you're trying to get that again. Basically, though, this is your stance, is you're waiting, and I feel like you're going to be waiting in vain. I feel like they're never going to, come through with what you're waiting for. I'm going to get you a Chakra Wisdom Oracle, too. Tell me any details we need to know about the situation for her, for Jennifer, please. Could be a Scorpio as well. So yeah, you're going to be looking back on this, and you're going to be ending it or changing it in a big way. When you look at how everything's come together, like maybe right now, you're looking at how everything has come to be, and you're looking at what it is now, and you're like, yeah, this really isn't worth it. I'm going to put a stop to this. And very soon you're going to be kind of like hypervigilant and scared, kind of like anxious. Let's see why that is. What is the 9 of Wands here for? Okay. Again. Got these two. Now we have a King of Cups. So since we had the Queen of Cups earlier, that's talking about a relationship. Could be water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. So here we're talking about very, very soon. This is going to happen suddenly without you really realizing it's there. And more so because it came out twice. So it's you having to be strong against somebody who's sneaky. Or it could mean that you're having to escape for your safety, for your strength. But, usually it's talking about someone being sneaky. You're kind of, like, hypervigilant and scared a bit. You're, like, nervous because you've been hurt in the past. Or by this person. You see the bandage on your head here? See, it's not paranoia. You have been hurt. So that's why you're on guard, because you feel like it's going to happen again. And this person used to care about you a lot, or you felt like they were in this position of a caring person. But now you're kind of having to either sneak away, or they're being sneaky. Like, whenever I see the King of Cups next to, like, a 7 of Swords or 10 of Swords, I feel like that means the King of Cups was fake, or, like, they were just acting, or they weren't really that caring person. Like, they were kind of hiding something, and they might not really have represented this person, even though you felt like they did. This could also be a Leo. We're talking about Leo here, that's a Leo card. But, again, it doesn't have to be any of these signs. I'm just letting you know what signs are here. Is that resonating for you? I'm Cancer, he's Gemini. He posts a lot of lyrics but blocked me. Okay. So he's obviously hiding something here. And you're really, really stressed about this. It happened suddenly. So you didn't put a stop to this, then they did. Well, you can choose to put a stop to it now. If you want to get serious about it and you want to look at how everything has come to be, like, this is you kind of like looking at everything, how it's come together, and like choosing to end it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's just best for you. If you feel like there was nothing, if you feel like there was no reason for this, obviously that's not, you don't want to fuck with somebody like that, because that's not nice. You know what I mean? Like, that's rude as fuck. That's not cool. So basically here, you're dealing with a person who's inconsiderate, we can say the least. But we did have the 5 of Swords energy there, so obviously they got something out of it and then kind of like didn't need it anymore. Remember when I said they're ready to, they got the attention and then they're ready to kind of like throw you under the bus or scoot you to the side if they needed to, if they felt like you weren't helping anymore in the situation. So it seems like they got what they wanted out of that, and they kind of are done with it now. Which is like, to you, I know it probably hurts you, but I feel like you, that's even easier because you're like, okay, that person's a dick. I don't need them in my life. You know, but you might have thought that they were a really cool person, really caring towards you or something, or really could have been. But really, don't waste time on that. You said, yeah, I know. Okay, let's get you a Chakra Wisdom Oracle then. Because I want you to kind of get everything all the way around. You know, these cards help with the messages about everything that I can't cover, like confusion. It turned right to it. Isn't that crazy? Confusion. Well, let's look at the silver, the neutral cards at a glance, even though it looks gray. It's supposed to be neutral. Silver Cloud. When you are in the unknown, it may be little comfort to know that you are safe. Understand that your angels have brought you to this point. You may need more information at this time. Remain still and allow inspiration in. It will come. Okay? It says every silver lining has a cloud. The legend. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. Haha! Wow. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. Inspiration. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. This is what I've been telling everybody today. Meditation and quiet time. That's the time you need to have with yourself to realize what is really going on. Because even if we don't know what's going on with another person, we can realize what's happening within ourselves. But if we make that dependent on what's going on with another person, like they have control over us then. And of course, then you're not going to be able to find it within yourself because, I mean, you always can. But if you're not allowing it to be, like you in control of your life and you listening to your own self about things, how things really are, then you're going to give that to somebody else and then they can do whatever they want with it. And that's not good. So the personal inquiry, this is for you to ask yourself. Okay, Jennifer, can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? That's for you to ask yourself, okay? Key ideas are allowing confusion, spiritual support, consequences of actions, and finding love. Keywords are clarity, support, and revelation. Your meditation says close your eyes and visualize the room you are in. Focus on one object in the room. When you are relaxed, sense the presence of Silver Cloud. When the object is no longer visible in your mind's eye, relax even more deeply and breathe. You are in the place of not knowing. It is a completely safe environment. Ask for the highest good and this shall be revealed. That's kind of cool. Can you see that? I don't know if you if you can like screenshot it and then come back and like, or you can like screenshot this picture and then maybe you zoom in. I don't know. I always have trouble showing you. That's a meditation I just read to you. Again, if you can't find this, if you couldn't see it right now and you want to know what I just read, you can look online for Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and it was confusion for you. Okay. Okay. So I hope that made sense for you. I hope you kind of like helped you understand things, what you need to do or what you can do. Okay. Sounds like a narcissist. It's so fire. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, but I'm not going to say that because I can't. Current feelings of my crush for me, thank you. Thanks, Tanya. I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for asking. Let's see, current feelings of your crush towards you. Okay. So they're waiting to make the move, I think. They want to offer you something stable. Okay, but they're having inner conflicts right now. So for them, they're going through some inner conflicts. It's going to take them a while to reach out. I feel like they do want to offer something committed to you. But it's going to be a while that you're waiting here for this. Because obviously, again, the Hermit here with the Five of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Five of Wands, they're going through a lot mentally in their own mind. Even though we're not talking about swords here with mentally, that would be mentally. We're talking about like actual insight, like the Hermit. So he's going through some introspective period where it's hard for him to really be able to kind of get with anyone else because he's kind of going through some inner conflicts right now. You know what I mean? But I feel like he does want to offer you something committed here with the Knight of Pentacles. But it's the early stages still. You know, I think that there's a good chance that he really does want that. But it's not going to be happening right now because he's going through a lot of inner conflicts, whatever those are. Okay, but there is hope here. This is Aquarius as well. But there is hope here. So if you just hang in there and have faith in this situation, I feel like it'll come through and come together. Is there anything you can personally do to make this happen quicker, or anything you need to know how you can play a role in this situation and maybe help them out if you can? Or should you just sit back and wait? Or what's advice for you? Yeah, so this will come back around. So if this is somebody from your past, they'll come back around because it shows reunion. But if it's not somebody from your past, like you've had no history with the person, I feel like they kind of made some distance. Like you might have a crush on them, but they kind of have been distant lately. And they will come back around. You just got to be patient and strong and just hang in there for them. And basically, you know, because with the Page of Swords, it tells me that you're kind of like not able to let something go. Like even if you wanted to, you're kind of just stuck with this and thinking about it like a lot. So it kind of like shows me that there's something about this that like has made distance, or there's been a little bit of distance from the person. But if you just hang in there, give them a little time and space, they will come back around. I think there's nothing stopping them from doing that. It's just kind of like a personal thing that they're going through right now. But I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, they do want to offer something committed or stable to you. They want to offer something longer term, like they're not just playing, but they can't really do that right now. Yeah, this is a bit confusing for you, but you're confused on how to take action about this, on what to do about this, you know? And that's what I do know, because you have the sun here. So it's like, the sun is like, okay, now it's shining, there's no denying it, it's out in the open. You can see it for what it is, but what it is, this is also Pisces, if there's a Pisces, but what it is, you can see it for what it is, but what it is mixed signals and mixed emotions and mixed feelings. So you don't really know how it is to take action. You'll have the opportunity to take action. The problem is you don't really know how to take action. You don't know what you should do because you're not sure how they feel, because they're kind of mixed, or they're hot and cold, or they're just not really like telling you straightforward like what they're going through, and that it's not you, or that like, you know, you're not really annoying them, but it's really just something they're going through, or whatever it is that you're feeling. You're kind of like, wait, do they like me or not? Like you don't really know, because they're not really giving you the straight up answer. So I think best for you is just to sit tight and, you know, do what you're going to do for yourself anyway, but know that this person probably will get closer to you soon. It's just you got to give them some time. I don't think any kind of feeling you're having, like if they're annoyed of you or something, I don't think that's really you. I think it's just whatever they're going through. They feel like they can't put in the time and effort right now. So just hang in there, you know, just let them have their distance and let them come back when they're going to come back, okay? But I do see the, you know, the Four of Wands there. It looks like they're going to come back around at some point and, you know, not be so distant anymore, so. Okay. Will Keegan come back to me, Destiny? Let's see what Keegan is doing right now. What are the main energies around Keegan, please? They're trying to focus on their stability. They're having to focus on their stability, okay? They're really having to kind of defend themselves in a situation, trying to get their point across. They can't really do that. They're trying to like maybe take a leap and take a jump and get out of this. They feel kind of, I feel like they're in a situation that's very high responsibility, and they're kind of trying to take care of those things, but they're also very like trying to get away from those things, trying to unburden themselves from these responsibilities, and they're trying to take a leap forward and get out of this situation they're in, you know, and they want to take a risk and a chance. They want to kind of get out of it. They want to jump out of it and just be free, basically. So let's see what they're going to do about this. Okay, and it could be involving someone from the past or something from the past. Someone, you know, maybe it's a person that's older than them, giving them some, or a parent or something kind of relationship like that. It could just be something from the past in general. Like, you know, someone that at one point they were caring for each other. Could be you, depending on what your zodiac sign is, I would say. If you're an earth sign, maybe a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So what is he thinking about her? Gemini. Okay. So we don't have any air here yet, so let's see. What is Keegan thinking about her? You're fine, Destiny. That's kind of what you're supposed to do so that I can see the question anyway, you know? Just keep posting it. And that's kind of why I chose you, also because I felt bad because earlier I remember calling your name and I was like, okay, I should do that person. I should do Destiny now since I said that earlier. That's kind of messed up. I would be all like, ah, like if somebody said my name on accident and then didn't even mean me, like that sucks. So I just want to get yours so that, you know, you could get the satisfaction at least of having your name called and actually getting the reading, you know? Okay. What is he thinking about her now? What is Keegan thinking about Destiny now? How does he feel about her? Okay. So he wasn't committed to that relationship is what it was. Okay, he wasn't, he's not a long-term person. He's a person that doesn't want to be held down for very long. He felt very connected with you, though, and I feel like he did feel a lot, like, yeah, I know. Because it was very passionate, wasn't it? I know. It was very passionate. It was like, it just felt like it was on fire, right? And it felt like they felt the same way. And I think they did. I mean, this is showing them seeing eye to eye with you. I think they did. It's just with the Knight of Wands here, you know, Knight of Wands comes in full force, passionate, very about the situation, the here and now. It's just, you know, into the future, they're not so much about that. You know, they don't want to be in any one place for any length of time that's very long, you know, so it's like they move on to the next thing. Like, they just don't want to be with one person. Like, they do mean what they, like, they feel what they feel in the moment, but they don't think about the future. But the thing is, they could have made promises to you, or they could have said things or made plans, and then those things don't happen because the Knight of Wands is not a creature of consistency. You know, he's not a creature of long-term relationships. He's a creature of in and out, you know. I'm passionate, I'm here, I'm now, and I'm gone. Like, on to the next, or on to the next journey. Like, as fast as he came in, as fast as he's gonna leave. You know what I mean? And it sucks, but I don't think it was, like, something that, like, you should question if it really was real or not. It kind of seems like it was, but it's just, like, you know, the long-term thing isn't for them. They just move on. I don't feel like this person was a straight player. I think they're just a person who, like, literally... But it's not cool that they're not being straightforward, and that's definitely what the Knight of Wands is good at, not being straightforward, you know? It's like, they're just kind of like, they're in, they're out, they don't give an explanation, really. You know, you're kind of, like, left confused a bit. But I feel like it was kind of a short-term thing. Let's see if they'll come back at any point. Like, what is looking into the future between these two? Looking at the future between these two. What do we get for the future between these two? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Didn't we get this in the beginning? The Queen of Pentacles. So that's what they're focusing on now, right? The Queen of Pentacles. They're trying to focus on their stability and how to get themselves reoriented back into like a stable situation in their life. And that's going to work in your favor. So I feel like this does actually have a chance. And I don't want to give you false hope. But since we got this in the beginning, it's going, look, this is working in your favor. And this was what they're working on right now. So it's like, if they can achieve this, I don't know what their sign is, but if they can, and that doesn't really matter, I don't want to generalize. But if they can achieve stability right now, then maybe they will actually consider coming back and being stable with you. Now, again, I don't want to give you false hope. They can choose to do whatever they want to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do that. But this is working in your favor somehow, and I just noticed that that is what they're working on right now. So, interesting. 10 of Cups. I feel like it is going to happen again. I don't want to give you a definite answer. I cannot answer yes or no. But with these cards here, I feel like that is definitely a possibility, okay, Destiny? I mean, I really feel like it's a possibility, for sure, okay? But please don't hold me to that, because we do have free will, and know that we can change anything at any time. We can do whatever we want. We don't have to do, even what we said we were going to do yesterday, we can not do that. You know, we can choose to not do that. So just keep that in mind. If you change your mind, if he changes his mind, that's a possibility, and that could change things, okay? But I think there is definitely, from looking at it right here, it seems like there's a possibility for sure. Well, I finished nursing school, family stressing me out. Do you want to finish nursing? Like, do you want to be a nurse, or is it your family that wants you to be? That's what I want you to, or that's what I want you to ask you. Because it seems like your family wants that for you. But do you really want that? Low esp? Is that really what you want? Low esp? Are you here? Just let me know you're here. Okay. I want it, but it's stressful. Okay, so think about that, because that's the place you're going to be for most of your life. We're at the place where we work for the most time. We spend the most time in our lives where we're working. Well, for most people. So you want to make sure this is what you want. Now, why do I feel like the cards are going to tell me that you need to look for something you're passionate about? Because whenever I see somebody who's doing something for somebody else, something that they don't really even want to do, but they're doing it for someone else, I feel this urge to tell them that they need to find something that they are passionate about themselves in order to have a fulfilling life. I mean, that's what I feel like the cards are going to work towards in that direction, but let's see. Okay, you're focused on your stability, yes. You're trying to focus on it. Messages keep telling you to be focused on it. Yeah, okay. King of Pentacles. It looks like you're going to be successful in this. What did you say? When will I finish nursing school, or will I? Will I? Yeah, I definitely think you will. Because you have a lot of Pentacles here. You have the King of Pentacles. So it's like from beginning to end. The start is the Page of Pentacles, and then the end is the King. So it's definitely you've achieved a lot, and you will be doing that. But the thing is, like, do you want to be doing that? I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you'll do. Of course, remember, free will. We can change that at any time. We don't have to do what the cards say. We can not do what the cards say, and it will definitely change the outcome. But, and I feel like if you really don't want to do that, then you should really consider not doing it. I mean, you should consider why you're doing it. But my friend is trying to go for her nursing degree too, or her nursing school, or her nursing license. And I guess you can do a lot of things with that. You can do a lot of different jobs with a nursing license, so you might want to go for it just because it could be a good opportunity for, like, other things. You know, if you're already, like, in it, might as well. But, I mean, if you don't, again, if you don't want to do anything like that, like, say you want to be a veterinarian, or you want to, like, you know, work with kids, I mean, like, all of those things could still be good with a nursing license, but, I mean, I don't know, if you want to do something like an artist, or something totally, like, not about nursing, then don't waste your time with it, you know? Do something you're passionate about. That's the only way you're going to be happy anyway. See? Look. You can go your own way. Look at that. That's that card, is it going your own way. The knight, I'm sorry, the queen of wands is all about going your own way and all about doing what you want and not asking permission, by the way. Just doing what you want to do and going for it and not needing permission, not needing help, not needing to check in with anyone, but you just going your own way. Doing what you want to do. I feel like you will finish nursing school if that's what you want to do. That's what you're going to be doing, and that's what yes, you will finish it. But if you want the stress to be off of you, I would say fucking just do something you love and do something you're passionate about. Do something you've always wanted to do, because I'm telling you, this is the thing that you're going to be doing the most in your life. Do you really want to be doing something just because your parents want it? It's not their life. I don't care what, it's not their life. I know everyone's culture is different, and that might be something that you just like, or you have to listen to them, or that's just the right thing to do. But the right thing, in my opinion, to do is listen to what you actually want to do in life and make it happen. I feel like my family is trying to control me. Yeah, definitely. That's what I feel too. I mean, I thought that part was clear. No, but seriously, if this is something that you just feel like you don't even want to do, I would just reach out for whatever you really want to do and go for that. Because this seems like a waste of time, in my opinion. If this is not something you want to do, don't do it. I mean, seriously, you have a choice. It's your life. They're not going to do it for you. You're going to do it. You're going to have to live this life. I'm going to get you a chakra wisdom oracle, too. Because I feel like that could be helpful for you right now. But I feel like if you go for it, yeah, of course you'll finish. But if you don't want to, you probably should try something else. I feel like you already have something in mind of what you'd rather be doing. Why not? Who cares what they think? You're the one who's going to be living your life, not them. Sorry if that's disrespectful, but I just think it's messed up that people feel like they have to live somebody else's life for them. Like, they don't have to live their own life for what they want to do. That sucks. You shouldn't think like that. It shouldn't be that way. Abundance. Look at that. Abundance. Abundance is part of the yellow chakra. Okay. Abundance is gold coins. Gold coins. Gold represents the power of the mind to choose. I repeat, gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise, the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make a new choice. Bam! Look at that. That is exactly what we're talking about here, is it not? Is that not exactly what we're talking about? I'm going to read it again to you, okay? Because I just think this is, like I said, these cards, this is perfect for you. Gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise, the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. So even if you have to sacrifice, them being mad at you about this, or them, not being happy with you or not helping you out, and you have to, help yourself out somehow, and it's going to be hard for a second. Sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make a new choice. So again, if it gets too tough, you can always choose something else. I mean, if it's not working out, you can always choose something else. There are so many possibilities in your life, and you just have yet to try any of them because you're focused on what your parents want, and I just think it'd be good for you to explore those options. Of course, do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to me. This is your life. You can choose whatever you want. But I think it'd be a good idea for you to not feel like you have to do anything you don't want to do. Just a thought. So, abundance. I only need to give you what you ask for, okay? Inside a magical treasure chest, gold coins swap stories. One coin tells how a man foolishly dropped her down a drain, then cried instead of trying to get her out. Later, an enterprising little girl used string and chewing gum to fish her out. The coins remember how this girl saved them, along with many others, and eventually bought a house. As all coins desire to be well spent, they agree that she was indeed a wise person. Inspiration. Think about your relationship with money. Are you the wise girl or the foolhardy man? Money is naturally attracted toward appreciation and gratitude. Okay. So it's kind of like if you appreciate and you're grateful for the things you have and you go for this and you feel like, okay, then you should be fine. But if you're kind of like living an angry life or kind of bitter, like do what you want to do and then leave it, and then let it go. You know what I mean? Like go in the direction you're going in, take responsibility for that, and be willing to forgive your parents, like if you can. You know what I mean? Like don't just hang on to that resentment. It's not going to do you any good. You know what I mean? It's not going to do you any good. So it's better for just go your own way. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I feel like if you work towards the nursing school, definitely I feel like you'll finish. But I'm saying, if you feel like you don't want to do that at all, like you just feel like your parents want that more, do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do because this is your life. Remember that. So, personal inquiry. This is for you to ask yourself, okay? Be wary of using your financial situation as an excuse to avoid doing something. Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? So maybe they're going to help you out if you go to nursing school and they're not going to if you don't go, or you feel like there's more money in it, but you're not going to be happy there. So is your attitude about money? Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? That's something for you to ask yourself, okay? And it said, be wary of using your financial situation as an excuse to avoid doing something. So key ideas here are abundance through gratitude, releasing regret, being good with money. Keywords are friendship, wisdom, and windfall. Windfall means like a windfall, like you just get a bunch of money, like abundance, basically. So, wow, this is really resonating for you. Your meditation here says, place some money before you. Pick it up. Have you thought about how many souls have touched it before it came to you? Feel its energy. The value we derive from money is the exchange of energy. Imagine this money transforming into your desire. Be aware of your improved relationship with money. Cool. It's really neat right there. I like that. Can you see that? You probably can't. And if you can't, then look it up. I'm sure it's online somewhere. The Chakra Wisdom Oracle. And it's abundance. For you. I like that. That's cool. So I hope you understood what that was saying for you. And I hope that that helped you find an answer for your situation, okay? Thanks for asking your question, too. What do you need to hear right now, Karma? Would you like a Chakra Wisdom Oracle, or did you want Tarot? I think a Chakra Wisdom would be really cool for you right now for what you want to hear. Because I like those for that kind of a thing. Like, that's like exactly what we're trying to ask, basically, when we use those cards. So let's do that, yeah? Is Karma still here? Hi, Kay. Hi, everybody. Can you guys like this video, please? If you get a chance. Yeah, no problem, Los. What was your name again? Loes, right. Sorry. I'm all, okay, Karma. This is for Chakra, this is for Chakra Wisdom Oracle. This is for Karma. Tell me what Karma needs to hear, please. Oh. Quest. 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 Right, quest. It's a blue chakra. When I am somewhere, okay, the Navy Trail. When I am somewhere else, oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't give you the message yet. Quest, the Navy Trail. Navy combines the blue of communication with the darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. There is bravery here and an ability to face the truth head on. So quest. When I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. Mrs. Parrott, the oldest woman in the town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished, and the path she seeks is already before her. Mrs. Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but it is in the here and now. As Mrs. Patriot travels home, the Navy Trail stretches out before her. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space for self-discovery. For you to ask yourself here is it is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? So the key ideas are being open to wisdom, imagined dangers, commitment to your path. The keywords are courage, journey, and answers. The meditation says write down 5 truths about yourself. Look at your list and close your eyes. Imagine the Navy Trail stretched out before you. You may see images or hear a song or feel the sun on the path. Allow all sensations. When you are ready, open your eyes. Did you come to any new awareness about your truths? I don't know if you can see that, but this is going to be quest. So did that make sense for you? Chakra Wisdom Oracle Quest. You could probably look it up online if you weren't able to read the page when I put it to the screen.